Why? Because every time that you start, you just put your camera up here, baby. Boom, set it up, and then boom, you started talking. You started saying. You come off with that heat. You come off with that demon little poppy, demon little mommy, that hot sugar, hot spice that everybody needs, everybody desires in their life. And then you come up with it. You mix it into the society pot. You stir it up around with a little bit of society expectations, and then and everybody just loves it. Today, how friendly are your friends? Like, yo, my friends are freaking amazing. My friends are the best thing that there is. I got a lot of friends. I have no friends. I don't even worry about friends because my circle's so small. Those are the most basic answers that I've ever heard in my life. Usually people that say that their circle's so small, their circle's rather large. So, how friendly are your friends? No, it doesn't just end there. Jeez Louise, no. There's more to it. Good morning, young person. Out here grinding, being the first comment. Today, I usually don't write anything down. And I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that I wrote this down and I had this all prepared for you and set up for you when you got here. No. I literally opened up Snapchat and was like, you know what? I feel like hating on these people today. Nobody showed me love today. I'm going to show them something today. And that's how I got an idea. About 5 years ago, I moved away to Seattle. And I thought it was time for a new start for me, somewhere so I could develop myself further, right? I wanted something more fast paced. I wanted something more focused on technology. I wanted something wanted to figure myself out and figure out where I could live and what is good for me. Where is it? I've lived in the South in the calm my whole life, so now let's get this rowdy towdy on. You know what I mean? Cool. I get there, I see it, I love it, da da da, right? But when I get there, I also notice one thing, that the people that I introduce myself to, they're like, yo, you know what I'm saying? What's your name? What do you do? Da 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 da. Yo, my name is Brian Ambries. My sole purpose for being there was for a new lifestyle, to go to school, and to study neuropsychology so that I could manufacture this device that helps with multiple sclerosis and neurodegenerative diseases. So, I stick to that plan. I tell everybody that plan. I told everybody, you know what I'm saying, what it is, why I'm here, you know what I mean? Overall, just trying to spread myself out and get out there and network to people that I had never been with before. And they're like, oh, damn, yeah, this kid is, everybody loved me. Everybody showed me love and everybody this and that. They were like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Because he moved all the way across the fucking country just to get here, so this must be important to him. This is important to him. Now, wow, that's what that kind of person is. And they associate all these things with me, which I am. Because if you were in my footsteps, you would have done the same thing. If you were in my footsteps, you would have been in my footsteps, and you would have crossed the country. And by doing so, these people would have seen you for what you are because they don't know you. And when people don't know you, they see you for what you are, for what you give them. And what you've given your friends before is what you've given them. You're comfortable with your friends. You've given them your entirety also. Maybe not now, but in different moments. So they know you. And with knowing something becomes taking something for granted. With knowing something, you get to the idea that you know it and that the human mind has nothing more that it can learn from that specimen or from that object, from that idea. But when it's new to you, you take it for what it is and what it shows you. Because you don't have these previous schemas of this object, idea, person in your mind already. There's nothing that I can look back on and be like, oh yeah, this is the OBrien. This is Breezy. This is the old Breezy. Because they don't know Breezy. Because they didn't know Brian. They only knew the gentleman that came up to their door. They didn't know what I was in high school. They didn't know how I grew up. They didn't know my household income. They didn't know my parents' culture. For a while, I was an Arabic guy. And at one point, I was some guy from the Middle East. And then at one point, I was Canadian. So, and then even French at one point. I think I was Irish at one point too. So they see you for what you are, and all that to basically get to the point of how friendly really are your friends. It means that I learned something when I went over there. I felt like I had been betrayed, And I learned one thing about people whenever I went there, and that's one thing, that people don't betray you. You betray yourself when you admit those people into your life. Okay? Let me say that again. People don't betray you. You betray yourself when you let those people in your life. People do not betray you. You betray yourself when you let those people into your life. And people can be betraying. But the thing is that the more that we give people, the more that we become something plain to them. And that's the thing. I've realized now where my audience is at, and what this level of YouTube is at too. A lot of young YouTube creators, and like creators in general, artists, everything like that. You want to promote people, and they want to promote them to their Snapchat. Cool. And they're like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I get a lot of views on my Snapchat. Yeah, but all those views are really from people that you know. And then the other 100 are from those people kind of like around the area, but they don't really want to know you because they're so kind of close to you in general area that they've seen that now, and they're like, oh, okay, unless you got something completely popping. Otherwise, they're not a regular fan. I'm being completely honest here. These people are not your audience. They're not your fans. And the quickest creator that'll be able to recognize that and understand that, you're going to win. Because people on Snapchat, like I said, are just your friends. Your friends may love you, but they don't respect you, which means that they don't completely understand this grind, this craft that you're doing, and you can't in your mind find it in a different way to see this person differently. Because I've known him. I know that he's not driving a foreign and taking flights and all this other stuff and like that. But even then, it's just like you can't seem to respect their music, and I understand why. I can love their music, but you're like, oh, I can't see him being that. But I understand why. I see why. I understand, and I'm giving you the reasons why people think this way, because that's exactly why people think the way they think. But for the creator side, you can't rely on these people. You can't rely on your Snapchat. You can't rely on the sending them over to them and just expecting it, because yeah, they're gonna like it. Trust me, they're gonna like it, and then you may get likes out of those a couple people. But this is why I've stopped focusing on Snapchat. My real fans aren't there. They don't care for you. They don't care for me. They've seen me many times, and they don't care that I'm uploading another video today and then tomorrow and You know who does? Little Dylan Phillips, all the way out there in Wisconsin. Little Eccles Moray on TikTok, all the way in Cali. He cares. Oh, he most definitely cares. He fucking loves it. He comments every day, all the time, whenever this and that. He's about twice my age. Dylan is, and then the other guy is 14. But guess what? They love it. There's one dude that's like 50, and then there's one dude that's 14. They're completely out of my range. They're not on my Snapchat, but they love it. They're supporters. Why? Because they've seen who I am for who I am and what I'm giving you. Not because they have something else in their mind. And these people, like I said, your friends, I don't mean to shit on your friends, but I'm going to shit on your friends for a second. There's always going to be that level of envy where people don't want you necessarily doing something even better than them just because they're not capable of doing so. Or because they felt like they wasted so much time not doing what you're doing now, and they think that the process is so far ahead. But in reality, you too just got started. Eyes can be very deceptive. Perception can be deception. So you always have to realize what exactly you're doing. Just remember that if your friends are really your friends. That's about the whole conversation I had for you. I hope this makes you think a little bit. I didn't drop it with a conclusion for you. I really just want you to recognize those things, because this is the conclusion for you. To be able to recognize those things, pick up on them, pick up on whatever you deem fit, see if you can understand these things, write down something that may have interested you, and write down something that you feel like you could work on personally or as a person, as your own character development. And maybe that'll help you, writing things down. If a good friend of mine, Miss Emily LaFoy, taught me a lot of things, and that's definitely to write things down, because it'll help you. I never write them down. I just like to keep them in my head, because up here in the noggin is where it works best. That was kind of a bar. All right, I'm out of here, but I hope that you love this little Monday motivational talk right here. Subscribe to Brian Ambrose for more. We got vlogs, we got Monday Motivation, TED Talk Tuesdays. I love those things, but I could not wait to drop this here on Monday, so I had to say something about it right now. Thank you guys. I love you. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. I cannot emphasize that more. Love you. Love you. Take care.